Hey, Christ Methodist family. Recently, I was able to take a vacation, Carrie and we were able to reflect on the first 6 months here at Christ Methodist. And it reminded me, as I was thinking about some of the things that God has allowed us to accomplish here, of a story that I heard a lot growing up. It was this famous speech by President Kennedy. He gave it in September of 1962 at Rice University, and it was his Man on the Moon speech. And he famously said that America was going to put a man on the moon by the end of the decade. We didn't know how we were going to do it. We didn't have the technology to do it. We didn't have the metal to do it or the facilities. We didn't know any of that. We just knew we had a common goal that we could all rally around and head in the same direction. And not long after he gave that speech, President Kennedy visited the Space Center in Houston. And he goes around to everyone and he says the same thing to everyone. He says, "Hi, I'm Jack Kennedy. What is it that you do here?" And everyone basically gave him a job description. "I'm a scientist. I'm a physicist. I lead this group. I lead that group." And then he comes to a janitor and he says, "Hi, I'm Jack Kennedy. What is it that you do here?" And the janitor looks up at him and says, "Mr. President, I'm helping put a man on the moon." And I really got to thinking, do we know what we're trying to do here at Christ Methodist Church? Well, Christ Methodist Church exists to spread scriptural holiness throughout Gulf County, Port St. Joe, and to the ends of the earth. We're here to make disciples of Jesus Christ that go and do that. Beginning on August the 3rd, we're going to have a series that I think will help us understand that better. It's called What We Believe. We're going to cover everything from communion, baptism, salvation, grace, what we really believe as Methodists. And I think it'll help you better understand what we're trying to do here and what your role in that is, what your role in the kingdom is, and what your role here at the church is. The first session we're going to start off with, the first lesson, August 3rd, will be communion. We're going to follow that up with baptism. Those are the two doctrines that I get the most questions about. And then on August 31st, we're going to have a baptism Sunday. The details will be forthcoming, but we're going to have an opportunity for people to be baptized or reaffirm their baptism. We're going to explain all that, but this is going to be a great day in the life of our church. If you have any questions, you can email myself or Sandy. Our emails are our first names followed by at Christ Methodsit PSJ.org. Now that's the first way we're going to help us understand what we do and how we do it. The next way we're going to unpack this is probably the biggest initiative we've had since I've been here, and that's we're going to start life groups in September. Now, life groups are groups of about 6 to 10 to 12 people who meet weekly and basically do life together. It's a lot of Methodist tradition there. We have a method to our Christianity, and that was part of it back in the day. And we're going to start that here. And we're asking everybody in our church to do one thing and one thing only: to give this church or to give the body of Christ more than 1 hour per week. Whether that's in service, whether that's in Bible study, whether it's in a small group, whatever it may be, we're asking every single person we have to give more than 1 hour per week. The first way we're going to give you to do that or offer you is life groups. These things are great. I couldn't be more excited about this. This is the launching point for the next stage in ministry of our church. We're going to unpack this more and more as we go, but if you're interested in participating in that or hosting a group or leading a group, please reach out to me and Sandy. We will be happy to point you in the right direction. But this is an exciting time for our church. God keeps on blessing us, and the future is bright here at Christ Methodist. Thank you for your time. Peace be with you. God bless.